Good morning everyone, welcome again. Today we will discuss humanistic approach. These humanistic theories are mainly developed in response to Freire's theory. Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow have particularly contributed to the development of humanistic perspective on personality. So we will discuss this theory. Start with Maslow's hierarchical needs. You are already familiar with the hierarchy of needs propounded by Maslow. From your study of motivation in class 11th, Maslow has given a detailed account of psychological healthy people in terms of their attainment of self-actualization, a state in which people have reached their own fullest potential. Maslow had an optimistic and positive view of man, who has potentialities for love, joy, and to creative work. Here is concept of this approach to optimize a person's performance by making him realize his inner instincts. A person should focus on inner drives, which could lead to self-actualization or full capacity of person. Third force in psychology stresses on achieving needs which are hierarchical, which leads to self-actualization or true meaning of existence in this world. Human beings are considered free to shape their lives and to self-actualize. Self-actualization becomes possible by analyzing the motivations that govern our life. Here is, you can see a triangle of hierarchy of needs. We know that biologically, security and belongingness needs called survival needs are commonly found among animals and human beings. So an individual soul concerned with the satisfaction of these needs reduces her or him to the level of animals. The real journey of human life begins with the pursuit of self-esteem and self-actualization needs. The humanistic approach emphasizes the significance of positive aspect of this life. Here is about Carl Rogers' humanistic approach in counseling. The most important idea proposed by Rogers is that a fully functioning person. He believed that the fulfillment is the motivating force for personality development. People try to express their capabilities, potentials, talents to the fullest extent possible. There is an inborn tendency among persons that directs to actualize their inherited nature. And Rogers suggests that each person also has a concept of ideal self. And an ideal self is the self that a person would like to be. When there is a correspondence between the real life and ideal life, a person generally happy. Discrepancy between the real life and ideal self often result unhappiness and dissatisfaction. So Rogers' basic principle is that people have a tendency to maximize self-concept through self-actualization. In this process, the self grows, expands and becomes more social. Here is about the concept of humanistic approach in counseling. Carl Rogers introduced this approach in counseling in 1940. He coined the term creativity and self-capability, which leads to self-development. An holistic concept helps the individual to realize his potential capabilities by connecting him with the inner conscience, philosophical in nature. And counselor takes a passive role, guides him to find solution to his problem. This is about humanistic approach by Carl Rogers. Here is about client-centered therapy given by Rogers. In this therapy, Rogers developed basically attempt to create this condition. The man is the maker of his own destiny by resolving the issue by help of inner sources to live in this objective world. Counselor passive role reflect the thoughts which gives clue to the inner sources. Person's subjective understanding of the event. No standardized therapeutic processes here in this approach. The core condition model in this approach: unconditional positive regard and empathy. Accept the client as it is, gives affection and care, show positive attitude towards the client. That is unconditional positive regard. Empathy: counselor should remain sensitive to the emotion of the client and understand it. So this is about humanistic approach that was given by Carl Rogers and Maslow. Next time we will move further. Thank you.